So yeah, today I want to share with you kind of my findings and what I've been working on in regard to loss of firmness. I have many of you guys reaching out to me wanting to have devices. I've never seen so much interest in devices in this industry as there is right now. And there's so many devices out there claiming to do all different things, and everybody's skin is different. So not all devices are going to address what's happening in your skin if you're seeing sagging, and depending on the age that you are. So last time I talked a bit about sagging, and I talked about those people who are 35 and under, and really what they're needing is that My Skin Buddy, because what they're needing is water in their skin, and that's what's causing that beginning of loss of firmness around the neck, the jawline, any of this little area. All of that is a loss of water. But once you hit 45 and up, it becomes a different matter. So once we hit 45, we're starting to become premenopausal, right? Perimenopausal. Once we hit that menopause stage, we're starting to not have our periods as much. Things are changing. What happens is the estrogen level in our body drops, and that causes a significant amount of collagen loss. So there are actually estrogen receptors in our face, in our vaginal tissue, and on our scalp. And so as we start to not have the production of that estrogen, those receptors are sitting there not getting what they need. We stop, the messages are not getting to our skin, the cells, we stop producing as much collagen. And from the age of 45 to 65, in that first 5 years of perimenopause, menopause, you are going to see a 30% drop in your collagen levels in your skin. And then every year thereafter, you're going to continue to see another 2% drop. And in the past, this has just been a frustration for all of us, right? We start getting these lines around our lips, we start seeing sagging, we're trying to put so many products on and use so many different devices and things, and we just barely nick it. We slow it down a little bit. We keep that skin plump and juicy, but we've kind of accepted, okay, it's just going to happen. Well, over the last year, Celine has been doing some research. She's, not even 30 yet, but she hears me, she hears what I'm talking about with all of you guys, and she went out and started doing some real investigating in what can we do when we're seeing those symptoms of estrogen loss in the skin. We have that dryness, dullness, the skin starts to look thicker. It's funny because the skin will look thicker on the surface, that surface texture looks thicker, but then underneath we're losing the fat padding, we're losing that collagen padding underneath, so then the skin is kind of thick on the surface and yet it's thinning out and starting to kind of hang on the face. So in her searching, she started looking into some of the things that she looked at were, for instance, HRT or hormone replacement therapy. And many of you may be doing that. I experimented with that a little bit. I'm 58. I experimented with it a couple different times in my 50s, and I cannot do any kind of hormone replacement. It makes me sick. My breasts get large. I start crying all the time. I'm angry. You can't mess with my hormones. I was that same kind of person that couldn't do any kind of hormonal birth control, because when I do that, I'm just a mess. My body does not like it. So we're looking for alternative ways to keep that estrogen level up in the skin or address that. And that's when she stumbled upon the ingredient called MEP. MEP stands for methyl estradiol propionate. It's a tough one. You'll see when you look at the name of that, how to pronounce it. I'm going to look at it now on my screen so I make sure I get it right. It's methyl estradiol propanoate, and we shorten that down and we call it MEP. So MEP is a really cool ingredient that you're starting to see in skincare products. Right now it's patented and you're only mainly seeing it in one skincare line. And that skincare line is called Emepelle. Maybe you've heard of it. So Emepelle is using this ingredient, combining it with other amazing antioxidants, peptides, retinols, and things to really go after that estrogen loss in the skin. And so what MEP does is it goes onto the skin, it actually binds with those estrogen receptors, and so your body continues to produce that collagen that you need. Now, the neat thing about this, and I was really wary because like I told you, I don't do well if you put estrogen patches on me or anything like that, or even progesterone, can't do it. So I started testing this product. The neat thing about it is that it does go on the skin. It stays on the skin surface. It does not go into your bloodstream. So you are not having, it's not showing up anywhere in your bloodstream, and you're not having any changes because of that in your whole body hormone makeup. So it's super cool. I started using this within a week of using it. Now, for my age of 58, they say you need to wait 16 weeks to really see a difference. I started seeing a difference within a few weeks. My skin just started feeling so tight. I loved it. These products are super active, so when you put them on for the first 2 minutes that they're on your skin, they feel really stingly. So let me show you a little bit. Let me show you here what the product lineup is that you use. And I have been experimenting with these because you know I love my Scopla. I know so many of my other products. So yes, first person on there, can you mix this with your Scopla? So yes, I have put this, I'm putting this underneath my Cavapla, and my Cavapla still foams. This is the Emepelle serum. It's got vitamin C in it. It's got ferulic acid, vitamin E, all kinds of antioxidants. It's got peptides, all those good peptides that our skin is needing at this age. So they just put everything into this. So you've got this little power serum. There is one serum that I put underneath it. This is from Rhonda Allison. It's her DNA Age Reversal. It's an anti-inflammatory serum that really goes after lines. It's great for anybody who's around pollution or smoke. Anytime I put retinol or anything really stingly or active on my skin, I am always gonna put on DNA Age Reversal from Rhonda Allison. It's also great for hot flashes because it just really calms the skin, reduces redness, and keeps that skin at an even temperature, even when you're having hot flashes. So first I put on that, then I put on the Emepelle serum all over. And then I put on my Cavapla, and when it starts to foam up, I grab my TMP and I use it on the very lowest setting. Now, a lot of you, yes, the Emepelle serum is acne safe. The cream at nighttime is not, Mary, but it is, the serum is acne safe. So grab your TMP while the foam is still on your skin and put it on the lowest setting and just work that foam into the skin. Use your TMP to actually drive in the Cavapla and the Emepelle into your skin. You're only gonna do it for about 1 minute. You can do that every day safely with no problems, but I wanna tell you, with the TMP, people are always wanting to use the strongest vibration with that. And when their skin and body starts to get used to it and it's not feeling as strong, they feel like it's not working. I want to tell you, I use my TMP only on the first setting. The electric muscle stimulation that this does, you don't need to feel that for that to be effective. And in fact, the more you feel it, the less good it is for your skin and for your nerve endings. So you're gonna have less inflammation and better result if you just use it on the lowest setting. I use it on the lowest setting. I work all that in really nice for a minute or so, and I'm done with that. And then I can move on and put on my Scopla moisturizer. I put on my sun cushion, and I'm good to go. So I've been doing lots of experimenting with this. So that is the serum. That's how you could use it on a daily basis. You can also put this serum on underneath your sheet masks. So if you put it under your sheet mask and you put on your MiTama, I'm going to show you some tricks. So hang out because I'm going to show you some cool tricks for your MiTama today. I just came back from a conference and I learned some nice tricks for you guys. But You can put on this serum, put on your sheet mask, put on your MiTama pad, sit back for 20 minutes, and when you take that sheet mask off, I tell you, your skin feels so tight. It really is wonderful. The last 4 or 5 minutes on your MiTama is just product penetration. So it's gonna really push those great ingredients from the Emepelle serum into your skin. It's fabulous. Let's see, I saw some questions. I'm gonna back up a little bit, take a little break in what I'm gonna do. Coming up next, I'm gonna show you the night cream, but I'm also gonna show you some tips with the MiTama. Now, and I need to back up a little bit. I jumped so fast into Emepelle because we're so excited about it. But I also want to just talk about, yes, Neogenesis recovery goes underneath everything. That's a no-brainer. Just always assume that Neogenesis recovery goes on first thing before you put anything else on. I'm gonna hit you guys' questions in just a minute, but I want to talk about a bit more. When you have the collagen loss going on in the face, and as we age, we have a fat pad loss. So as that happens, we start to see the cheeks start to kind of move down, the nose starts to move down, the lip. All of this starts to move down because of collagen loss and because of the fat pad loss. There's also often, especially as we get into our 70s and 80s, we're gonna have some bone loss. All of that is gonna contribute to the sagging of the skin. So many of you are reaching out to me and wanting to do the Claire Blend Mini, wanting to do microcurrent to tighten the muscles. So what I want to say to you is that sagging does have something to do with muscles. We can do some shortening of muscles, but a bigger part of that, and a very important part, is addressing the collagen loss and the fat pad loss that's going on in there, that loss of skin density. When that skin is nice and dense and plump, that's where we want it. But as we hit menopause and we start losing that estrogen, that skin loses its destiny. It loses its density, and you see it starting to kind of sag off of the frame of your face. So you can go after that with a traditional microcurrent. A traditional microcurrent is just going to work on shortening those muscles that are getting stretched out and getting looser. But that's not the whole picture. And that's why some of you have been using microcurrent, using a New Face or a MyoLift or a Claire Blend Mini, and you're like, I'm just not seeing it. It's just not working for me. That's because it's only addressing one issue, and that is that lack of muscle strength that you're seeing in there, the laxity of the muscles. And it's not addressing the skin density. So that's why I am super excited about MiTama. MiTama is a microcurrent on steroids. It's taking it to that next level. So it's actually going in, they have gone down and done the deep work of figuring out which waves which frequencies, those magnetic frequencies, which ones address different aspects of our skin. So there are certain frequencies that address the muscles. There's certain frequencies that will address detoxification and moving that lymph through the skin so we have more vital energy and life in our face. And there are frequencies that go in and repair and rebuild. They're going to help rebuild that collagen and get that skin nice and dense again. So with MiTama, you're getting all of that happening instead of one current, or sometimes even Claire Blend Mini, some of these other companies will use varied currents, but they're all going toward that muscle. And a lot of times they are at just too high of a frequency, and what they're doing is they are causing inflammation that's causing that plumping that you're seeing, and not necessarily healing and strengthening that muscle. We've got to have the right frequency that really works with our body and is harmonious, like an orchestra. If you think about an orchestra playing, those are the kind of frequencies you need. But many of these devices that are out there, especially those little home microcurrent devices, they are sending a wave that is so fast, so disruptive through your skin that it's causing this swelling this inflammation, but it's not going in and really doing that deeper work of stimulating and strengthening that muscle. So that's my little soapbox on microcurrents, because I'm going to pull all of this together for you. So we're talking about Emepelle. We're talking about using MEP to go in and attach to those estrogen receptors so that your body will continue to produce good collagen. Also talking about microcurrent and some of the waves that go in and help to re-densify the skin. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer a few questions that you guys have had about the Emepelle and the other serums that I've talked to you about, and then I'm going to show you some tricks with microcurrent, and in particular with the MiTama, because with the MiTama, it's wonderful. You put on that sheet mask, you put one pad here, and you lay back for 20 minutes. Now, I want you to know you can also do that in a bath. If you get into a bathtub with those on your face, it actually detoxifies and moves lymph through your whole body. So your whole body is healthier. People find they sleep better, they have less swelling, they have less pain in their joints, all of that when they do that while you're in the bath. So you can do a whole body restorative. Now, sometimes you want to use the MiTama, but you don't want to put the gooey mask on your face, right? So Selena and I have been really working on coming up with some protocols that you guys can do with the MiTama without using the sheet mask. So I'm going to go that way as well. So today, first of all though, let's hop on over to questions. And I'm going to take a look and see if there's some questions that I can answer really quick for you guys. All right. So right off the bat, of course, you can, like I said, goes beautifully underneath your cavipla, no problem there. Does it work for acne prone skin? Yes, it'll work for somebody who's blemish prone. It is acne safe, but if you have full blown acne and you haven't been clear for a year, then I don't want you putting this on your skin yet. We really stress that we have a system with our acne coaching that gets 98% of our clients clear. And that's what we want to focus on first. Let's get you clear and maintain clear skin. So maybe you're only getting 1 or 2 breakouts a month, something like that. That's reasonable. And then we're okay to start incorporating some of these other things in. Okay, can you use with tretinoin? No, you cannot, because I wanted to show you guys, they have the nighttime treatment. This nighttime treatment has 2 types of retinol in it. So this replaces your tretinoin. It has peptides in it. Let's see, let me pull up my little ingredient list here for it. 2% of the MEP, 8% niacinamide, 2 types of retinol in there. Works with pigmentation, wrinkles. We've got tetrapeptide, Metrixyl 3000, and it's in a really nice base of grapeseed oil, apricot kernel oil, and some shea butter. So this product right here is not good for those people, probably not good for those who are acne prone. Although I have some women who have, if we're older and we're experiencing some kind of blemishes and things, most of us can use shea butter without any problem, because shea butter has a lot of anti-inflammatory aspects to it. So that is the only reason why we say not acne safe. Younger people probably won't be able to get away with this, but those of us 45 and older should have no problem using this cream at night. Now, when you use this cream, it is stingly, it is strong. For 2 minutes, you're gonna feel some stingling going on, and then it calms down. You only wanna use this on your neck once or twice a week. The rest of the time, use it on your face, your chest is okay. With retinols, and that's how you know this is a nice strong retinol, with retinols, they really speed up your skin metabolism. So as those new cells are rising up to the surface and your collagen layer is getting nice and thick, that top layer of damaged dead skin cells have got to slough off. So what happens when we age is that top layer of skin gets thicker, and that underlying skin where the collagen is gets very thin. So as the collagen layer thins, this layer on top is going to thicken up to protect your skin and protect you. So when we put on a good retinol, we're going to start seeing that collagen layer thickening up, and this layer is going to naturally thin down, and you're going to see sometimes things like peeliness, a little redness, a little itchiness as that flakes off. All you need to do if you experience that is apply more moisturizer and back off a little bit. Just slow it down. Sometimes I'll have a client who has to go slow, use it just once or twice a week for the first 6 months, and then they can build up and use it 3 times, 4 times, 5 times until they're using it every night with no problem. But it's going to take some time. If you've never used retinol, it's going to take some time for that skin to heal. So we thicken up that collagen, all this leathery, damaged stuff on top has got to come off. And so sometimes people think they can't use retinols, they're allergic to retinols, or it just doesn't work for them. That's not the case. Almost 100% of the time, 98% of the time, is that you just need to slow it down. Go a little slower, reach out to me, I can help you baby it through so that you go slower and we're releasing those damaged cells at a slower rate so it's not so uncomfortable. So that's the scoop on tretinoin. Let's get back over here with my questions. Yes, is it oncology safe? I would not say it's not oncology safe because we don't use retinols and we don't use much vitamin C either when we are working with our oncology patients. So this would have to be something that you need to check with your oncologist about, but if you're still getting treatments and things for cancer or anything like that, this isn't going to be the right product for you yet. Let's see. Do we need the microcurrent, RF, CAVI, and TMP if Emepelle tightens the skin? You know what? You don't need to have any of those except for, I would still say you've got to have the MiTama. The MiTama is going to drive that Emepelle in, and it's going to do so many things to detoxify the skin. As we age, we get stagnation. Things just don't move through as fast. We get puffy eyes. Our whole face gets kind of puffy. And the MiTama takes care of that. So that's different than the Emepelle. So I would put your Emepelle on, still use the MiTama twice a week to really detoxify the skin, keep everything young and keep everything moving in there. But you're right, you're not going to need to use RF, you're not going to need to use the TMP if you don't want to. When do you use Neogenesis recovery? That always goes on first. So wash your face. If you use toner, put on your toner and then put on your recovery serum and then put on your other serums on top of that. Okay. Yes, the serum can be used, Mary, the serum can be used on the neck. For the first 2 weeks that I had the night cream, I used it on my neck every single day because I wanted to see what would happen. Some people will find they can use the cream on their neck at night. What happened for me is I was doing it fine, having no reactions or problems till the wildfires hit. And I was in Redding for 2 weeks while there was just smoke everywhere in the air, and then it started rashing up on me. And I almost think it was because that smoke was irritating it. And then I got a rashy spot right here and a little bit of one right here. And so I just backed off. I stopped using it on the neck for 2 weeks. I put extra moisturizers on here. I put some calming serum from Rhonda Allison on there, which has a little tiny bit of hydrocortisone in it. Calm that all down, and now I'm back to using it a couple times a week on the neck area. Okay, what is the difference between the Pico toner? Oh wait, no, I skipped a question. What type of sheet mask do you use with your MiTama? So we have several sheet masks that you can use with the MiTama. Basically any sheet mask that we have on our website can be used with it. Some of my favorites. We have an acne safe one from Emepelle. I really love it. It has no scent or anything. It's a wonderful hydrating mask. I also really like the Skinbolic. The Skinbolic mask has that PLLA in it, so if you like the Scopla system and all of that, I particularly like putting that one on top of the Emepelle. I found that was tremendously firming and tightening. It's not going to be as hydrating feeling. It's going to make your skin feel very tight. And so you've got to realize some people feel that when their skin feels tight that they're dry. So keep in mind that as your skin gets tighter, doesn't always mean it's dry. It's just actually tighter, and that's a good thing. So what is the difference between the Pico and the MiTama? So MiTama is developed by two engineers, and one of them, Tina, she is an expert in magnetics, and so she actually helped create the MRI. When you go and get an MRI, she helped create those devices. They have done the deeper work with the MiTama. Like I said, they go in and really figure out which frequencies are doing what. So I never want to say anything bad about another company. So I'm not going to say, that the Pico's bad. All I'm going to say is that other companies, including Clairblend, which we sell, they are throwing random waves at you, because they don't know the exact one and which one's going to do the trick for firming your skin. So they're going to put a bunch of different frequencies in there and hope one gets it right. MiTama doesn't do that. MiTama found that when you do that, you are really confusing the whole system. If you think of your body as an orchestra and music happening, and you start throwing in all this craziness, your body does not react well. Your body will repel it, for one thing, or it'll cause inflammation. So MiTama did that extra work. Tina and her partner Ali did that extra work to go in and really research. I saw some of the machinery they used to measure those waves and everything, and it's really cool, so that they know exactly which waves, what kind of frequency wave you want to have going on in your skin. Now, MiTama is also made in the US. So, depending on what country these other devices are being made, you don't always have that quality assurance that you're going to get with a MiTama. Enough said. Okay. I did the MiTama for 40 minutes, the pat on the chest for 20, then move to under the chin. Is that okay? Yes, you can do it for 40 minutes. Just remember, you want to wait 72 hours before you do your next treatment. So yes, absolutely, you can do treatments back to back. We'll be talking more about MiTama. I'm going to do some more videos on that. For instance, if you're suffering with acne or a lot of puffiness or a lot of redness or rosacea, you can actually run your MiTama through the first 6 minutes twice, start it over, and then run it for the whole length of time. So if you run it for 6 minutes twice, you're going to get more of that detoxifying healing that you need, anti-inflammatory action that you need. So we're really learning how to personalize our treatments with the MiTama. So yes, you are doing it just perfect. I have so many new tricks to teach you guys, but if I get off track on that now, we'll do a whole call on MiTama coming up here pretty soon. Do you need another vitamin C serum? Absolutely not. This vitamin C serum is all you need with the Emepelle. Do you need the serum and the cream? You don't have to, but you're not going to see change as fast in your skin. It's going to take longer, and you may not see all the change. So if you look at your face, and if you have, like on top of the lip, if you have a lot of lines or rough texture right there, for me, mine's really gone down since I've started using this. I'm gonna go back, because I know I have some before pictures to show you guys. I have this really roughening, toughening skin, almost like a layer of skin on top of my skin that's been building up on top of here. That elastosis that happens on there. So that you are going to want to use that night cream, because that's what's really going to help break down those areas where you have that thickening of the skin. So I talked about that with the cream, that if you use the cream, it's going to go and really thicken up that collagen layer. So my collagen layer is getting thicker here and healthier, so they don't have to have this top layer of leather. It can actually break down and dissolve as this gets thicker. So you want to use that cream. The cream does have a 2% MEP, where the serum has 1%. So it's not as strong for you during the day. But if you want to get those full effects, you're probably going to want to use both of them, and the eye cream as well. The eye cream also has that MEP in it, so it's really going to help with that sagging, right? The sagging lids that we get around here, little tired lids. I also have some new tricks for your MiTama for that too, so that's going to be exciting for me to show you guys real soon. So better together to use both, but if you want to start with one or the other and go from there, you can. I just know they have lots of studies, and they show you at how many weeks it takes to see those results. And so if you really want to get those results, you probably want to follow what they did in their control group. Okay, please refresh me on the benefits of the Scopla Promoter Repair Cream. Joseph, let's get into that on another call. The Promoter Repair Cream is a perfect complement to Cavapla. They're actually made to work together, so they enhance each other's penetration. And if you just use Cavapla by itself, it tends to feel kind of sticky on the skin, and when you put on the repair cream, it glides over the surface and just kind of melts the Cavapla in, and everything just feels really good. So that's as much as I'm going to go into right now on that repair cream. And then he says the cost of that cream is $450. That's because don't buy that one. I carry that one because there's customers that want that great big size, Joseph, but you really just want to get the smaller tube. That one that's $450, this isn't it, but this is how big it is. It's jumbo size, as big as my face. It's huge, and one person does not need one that size. That is for professional back bar, and maybe even some of my clients that are buying this are using it over their whole body as a body cream. It would be fabulous for that. But no, you don't need to buy the $450 big guy. Any other device you recommend? LED therapy. So Natalie wants to know if there's any other device that I would recommend. Of course, LED therapy. That definitely, you want to get that on your skin. That's really going in and helping your body to produce that ATP that increases collagen production and actually helps to heal damaged DNA and damaged collagen. So yeah, you're going to want to use your light stem LED every night. You need to use it 5 times a week in order for it to be beneficial for you. Otherwise, radio frequency, you don't need it. It's really fun. It's a fun little technology. You've got to be careful about it. You want to make sure you're using a radio frequency device that has the right frequencies and not too strong of frequencies, because you can damage your skin. So you want to follow your manufacturer's instructions, use it appropriately, but it's not a must-have. My must-haves are the MiTama and the light stem. Those are the 2 tools that I'm really religious about and proactive, because for me, it's all about the underlying health of my entire body, my entire system. So, I think about things. I'm that personality type that thinks about, what is the purpose of life? What is the meaning? Why am I here? And when I think about what the purpose of life is, I have to conclude that it is not to not have wrinkles. That can't be the purpose of our life. There's just no way. I think the purpose of our life is to live long and healthy and glowing, and live until the time when we're actually even apple dolls, right? I think all of us want to live that long, that we're wrinkly and wonderful looking little apple dolls. And that's my goal. I'm not going to get through life with no wrinkles. So what I'm looking for in a skincare device or in skincare products are things that work holistically within my body to promote healthier skin, a healthier me. So the MiTama is doing that. MiTama will even make your fingernails grow faster and your hair grow faster. If you have dark circles or puffiness under your eyes, that lymph movement is just so good for you. So MiTama and Lightstim, those are my must-haves. Let's see what other, can you use LEDs on melasma skin? Diana wants to know, can you use LED lights if you have melasma? You can use them, you just can't hold them on your skin. You've got to hold them back to where you don't feel the heat on your skin, because most of us with melasma know that, that heat will trigger more hyperpigmentation. But on the other hand, LED will actually help detoxify and clear that out. MiTama will also help detoxify and clear out melasma and the stuff we have going on in there. But yeah, take your LED. With Lightstim, you're supposed to hold it for one spot for 3 minutes. I don't do that because of my melasma. I hold it a distance off and I'm moving it around. So one cheek gets 3 minutes, the other cheek gets 3 minutes. I'm not moving it here, moving it here, moving it here. I'm just kind of moving it all around for that amount of time, and then I still get that great benefit without triggering that melasma. Here's Ronnie says, I have rosacea with hyperpigmentation. What products would be the best to use? Thank you so much, Ronnie. I have a great protocol for that from Rhonda Allison. I would love to send you that if you reach out to us via live chat. I will make sure that that gets emailed to you. I'll try and find a way. I'll work with Mahalia and marketing and work on a way to get that on the website. Maybe we can get it up in a blog post or something, because yeah, rosacea, melasma, they're kind of the same. They're both inflammatory disorders, so we want to go after those. So I do have some great protocols for those, and you're definitely, if you've got a lot of rosacea, if you've got a lot of redness in your skin, the first MiTama that you want to get for yourself is the clear. Because the first thing that we always want to do in anti-aging is stop inflammation. If you have redness and inflammation in your skin, it's going to cause premature aging. So the MiTama Clear is set up just to go after that inflammation. So that would be the first device that I would recommend for you, is picking up MiTama Clear. Okay, let's see. Jessica says, I'm acne prone. What can I use for anti-aging and serum if I'm using face reality acne treatment? So Jessica, you need to reach out to, hopefully you're in our acne program and you have an acne coach. Reach out to us. We don't start really treating your skin for healthy aging until you've stayed clear for 6 months to a year. Generally, what people then do is they eliminate the acne med at night. They move their Mandelic serum to nighttime. Then they use a vitamin C serum in the morning, Mandelic serum at night. And one of their favorites to use as a kind of a moisturizing serum is Bion's Collagen Revival. That is a vitamin C product that just smooths the texture of the skin like amazing. And so on the neck, the arms, anywhere you put Collagen Revival, that skin texture just gets really nice. So that's an amazing acne safe product that you can even use while you're still getting some breakouts. You can use Bion Collagen Revival as your daytime moisturizer. I've even had some people use it under acne med without having problems with it. Okay. Am I going to continue to sell the Claire Blend Mini? Just bought the Mini. Yeah, so I will continue to sell the Mini. What I want you to know is that anytime you're trying to change the structures of the face, I have a droopy eye, if I want to try and lift this droopy eye, or I want to pull up certain muscles, you have to understand the muscles of the face in order to make any real improvements. There's certain muscles that are going to need to be shortened through here, right? And then there's other muscles here that need to be stretched out. And so a professional esthetician who knows her microcurrent can do the best resculpting for you. Then you take the Clear Blend Mini and you use that as a maintenance device for firming and toning those muscles. But yeah, it's also, I have both because there's some people who will just not be able to afford the MiTama. It's just not in the realm of reality. So in that case, we have that Clear Blend Mini to fall back on. Okay. Oh, great. Joseph says he's loving his light stem. He's already in 2 weeks seeing some great results. He sent me a great picture of himself using his light stem, and he's doing that. He's not putting it right on his skin. He's keeping it just a little off his skin. It's perfect. Trish says, I use the highest setting on my TMP and I am pretty comfortable with it. So you're saying I could go back to the first setting. I am saying that. You could. You will get just as good results on the first setting, and it might even be a little better for your skin and for your face, for your nerves, your nerve endings. We don't want to deaden those nerve endings. We want to send them positive energy that opens those nerves and have a good flow of energy through there. And if you go after it too hard, big guns are just not always the best. So yeah, TMP is wonderful. Just dial it down a little bit. Okay. Yes, Joseph, do an unboxing of the MiTama. I have done that. We have a video. I'll link it in the notes below where you can see the unboxing of the MiTama. I'll be doing it again, and I'm going to be showing you more advanced tricks. So if you haven't got your MiTama yet, get one. Because I'm going to be showing you how to treat the lips. I'm going to be showing you how to detox the eyes. I'm going to be showing you some tricks for using your hands to do some different sculpting work. We'll be doing a lot of more advanced techniques with MiTama through the next few months. Okay. Jessica says, I had a bad reaction on Bion and kind of worsened my acne, so I went back to Face Reality. Any other recommendations? You know, Jessica, it's best to talk to your acne coach. Best to know, you know, what kind of acne you suffer with. What are your main concerns? I mean, there's so many things you could do. Like I mentioned, you can put your Mandelic serum at nighttime, use Vitamin C Serum, use the C2S balancing serum during the day, especially if you have a bit of hyperpigmentation or PIH, post-inflammatory pigmentation. You could use the C2S balancing serum as your morning corrective serum. You could use lemon lightening serum from Sorella to also brighten and lighten the skin. There's just so many things that you can do. And you know, it's hard for me just to say, throw this one thing there because I don't know your age. I don't know what your skin looks like. For $30, you can go on my website. You can purchase a customized protocol. Those will come to me and I will look over your protocol and I can tell you what to stick in there because I'll get to see your skin, and then I can give you better recommendations. I hate to just throw blanket recommendations out there. Like you said, you tried the Bion Collagen Revival, your skin didn't like it. So, you know, everybody's different, and what you're needing to see change in your skin is different from somebody else. So it's really hard for me to say exactly which ones. Here's Ronnie says, thank you. I suffer from chronic pain and other health issues and has taken a toll on my skin. I get it. Pain is really hard on our skin. So definitely you want to look at the MiTama. The MiTama, I'm going to be showing you even how to use it for pain in the body, how to clear out pain in the neck, the hands, for arthritis. I used to have trigger finger, and the MiTama has completely taken care of that. So I'm going to be showing you how to do some of those kind of things. We also have the light stim for pain. My husband is an athlete. He's always throwing his low back out. He's got those tight legs. So that MiTama, the light stim for pain, we have the newest one available. I'm going to look right here while I'm talking to you on the website, because actually I'm not sure that we've gotten it up on the website yet. I'm going to look. I'm going to go to brands. I'm going to go to light stim. And no, we don't have it on here yet. I'm not sure that they've arrived in yet. We are going to have the newest light stim for pain. It's on a belt, so you can attach it to an arm, your neck, your back. You can walk around with it on. It's amazing. They're not allowing it to be sold online outside of our actual customers. So you will need to create an account, log in order to purchase that item. But we will have it on the site where you can see it. It's just going to say log in to purchase, and it should be up in the next week or so. I'll find out from Celine what our status is on that product. Okay. Then now everyone's asking, well, I just bought my curve. Do I need my curve? The curve is still amazing. You can still use that curve for firming those arms, the body, even for tightening the skin on the face. It's really fun. If you have that red carpet event, you want your skin to look its best, do that. Do the curve, tighten that up. It's super fun. Okay. Oh, Annie wants to say, wait, what about the MiTama and trigger finger? I have it awful and it's debilitating. Oh, you spill the tea, you bet. So Annie, with the MiTama, it doesn't come with silver gloves, but we will be getting the gloves in really shortly. And essentially what you're gonna do is relax in a bath. You're gonna put 2 pads here, put these silver gloves on your hands, get them wet in the water, and we have this special solution, harmonizing solution you put in the water, and then you just relax. You can actually do some face massage if you want. You can do, this was my trigger finger, you can do some little movements. Just don't go right on the joints, but do some movements on there. You can do some rubbing in here, because what it is that stickiness in that tendon, right, that stops it from being able to open. So those are the kind of things that you're going to be able to do with the MiTama, and especially once you get those gloves in your hands. And yeah, mine was stuck. You know, it would go like right there, and then it wouldn't go any further. And yeah, it was really a bummer. Okay. Oh, you guys sending the love. I love you guys too. Thank you so much. Joseph saying he loves the Pure Herb Bar. Yes, the Pure Herb Bar is a brightening bar. Use it on your body and your face at this time of year, because if you're like me, you've got pigmentation on top of your pigmentation, and it really does help to lighten and brighten that area. What is the one product that you would recommend for aging skin? Now, if you're talking one thing, I would choose a MiTama. If you're talking a skincare product, you know, that's going to depend on your age and what you've got going on, but that one thing is Neogenesis Recovery Serum. It all starts right there. It's okay if you can't get in the bathtub with your MiTama. You can have a bowl of water on the floor, and you put your feet in that bowl of water and then get your hands wet, and that detoxifies you. So I'm just that bath person. I know I shouldn't, I love baths, so when I say you get to get in the bath and detoxify, that like sounds so amazing to me, but I know there's a lot of other people out there that hate baths. So you don't have to get in a bathtub. You can put your feet in the water. Celine says the new light stim for pain, the belt, will be in early next week. Any sneak peeks on your October rewards? I've heard a sneaky thing that there's going to be an eye device on the reward center. So if you've got a lot of points, yes, yep. A new device from MBK for your eyes. That's on there. Okay. The light stim sounds amazing. It is amazing, Ronnie. And you know what? When I work at our headquarters all day, it's a cement floor and it's beautiful because it's polished, but I'm walking all over. I'm covering miles on that cement floor. And when I go home sometimes, the bottom of my feet hurts so bad. So I take these new light stim for pain devices. I put one under each foot, and I take the strap around and bind it to my feet, and I lay there. I'll have to send you guys a picture. And I just lay there with the light stim under my feet, And I tell you, I get up from there and my feet don't hurt. You know how when you get out of bed, even sometimes when you stand up and your feet hurt? Well, no more. Not with that light stim. It just eliminates all that inflammation in there. It's cool. Okay. Can you put recovery serum under Dr. Estee, Hyla, and Scopla? Yes. Yes. I do that every day. It goes underneath everything. Are you saying a person does not need both MiTama and the MBK? I'm just kind of prioritizing what devices and when. So I'm saying if you have no other device, save your money and get yourself a MiTama. That's going to do the most healing all around, holistic healing for your whole system and body. Does that mean the MBK is not necessary or not fun to use or needed? No. You can still use the MBK. It uses different technology. It's a skin tightening technology, so it's just working on that top layer of skin. When you're using it on the fat burning mode on your body, it is going to help with reducing that jiggly fat, tightening all that up, getting rid of those cellulite bumps and all of that. MiTama can do some of that too, but you're going to need to have some advanced knowledge from me and techniques for using that MiTama on your body. So they are both great devices. Okay, I'm going to take the last couple questions here and then I've got to go and I've got to eat some lunch, you guys. So Neogenesis recovery serum. If this is the product you mentioned. Yes, the one product, the one product you want to take with you that you can't live without, that I can't live without, is my Neogenesis recovery serum. Now, would I ever go anywhere without a sunscreen? No. But everyone knows that already, right? Everybody knows you've got to put on a natural, non-chemical sunscreen every single day. Even if you don't plan to go outdoors, you've got to put that on. Because why do all this stuff to repair your collagen, build up your collagen, and then sit in a window or drive in your car and have the sun stimulate the digestion of your collagen? The sun creates enzymes in your body that destroy your collagen. So if we're going to spend all this money and time really working on protecting all this collagen, put your sunscreen on. Put it on every day. Okay. Joseph says, do some more videos with your roller skates. I know, I need to get those out. I haven't had them out in a little while. Okay, last question from Joseph. Using the light stim for 30 to 40 minutes a night, is that okay? Yes, that is fine. You can do that. You have a lot of patience. I fall asleep with it on, so you must be, every time it stops, you turn it back on again for 3 to 4 times, and that is fine. It's absolutely fine. I mean, if you think about it, there are LED beds that you can go in and lay in, and they close the top down over you. You just got LED all of your whole body and you lay in there for 30 minutes. So yeah, you're not going to hurt yourself doing that. That's a good thing to do for yourself. I'm sorry, Ronnie, you're having trouble with SPF. I want you to make sure that you've tried some that are chemical free, because the chemical sunscreens usually cause the most problems when you're having irritation and stuff like that. So, yeah. Antioxidants, you can also use antioxidants. You can use the Rhonda Ellison's DNA reversal or antioxidant complex. Those antioxidants are natural sun protection. Okay, all right. That's it for today. Wonderful. It was wonderful talking with you all. I'll be back here on Thursday. So if you didn't get, Mary wants to know, when will the Emepelle be available? It's already available. It's on the website. You can get it. It's already there. I'll be back again on Thursday. So if you have any questions that you forgot to ask, write them down and save them for me on Thursday, and I'll see you all again then. Have a great rest of the day and have a great lunch. Love you guys. Bye-bye.